Hey, this is Derek with UofMTiger.com back for another video. Today we're going to take a look at my office setup. This has been an ongoing process to get this set up the way it is. This is going to be two videos. There will be one video dedicated to the desk and then another video dedicated to all the audio and media type stuff I have in the space, and really just the rest of the space. At the end, I will talk about what some of the changes I want to make are. And so without further ado, we're just going to jump right into it. First off, I have a 3-monitor setup, a Samsung 34-inch ultra-wide, a 32-inch Hewlett-Packard 4K display, and a 43-inch 4K display. They may not look like they're that size because I'm using a wide angle lens to get everything in, but that's the main setup. I use this for both work and home. The way I have it set up now is that I hit a button over here and this turns into my office setup. It connects to my laptop. I hit another button and it connects to my Mac Mini. Right now I have my Mac Mini because my computer for work is off. But you can just imagine I hit one button and the mouse and keyboard change over, and then I'm able to work. And then so that way I have a work computer, my Mac Mini, and this up here is the iPad. I have a keyboard tucked down here that I'll show you in a minute, and then a keyboard up here with a mouse and keyboard. So I have three mice. One of them is a magic mouse, which I like because it allows you to zoom in easier on web pages, and then a regular mouse, and then a Logitech mouse, and then the two keyboards are both mechanical keyboards. So the way that the setup is, I have a Baby Yoda over here. It's very important. And very important for me getting work done. I'm just kidding, but my wife likes to come in and tap his head and get his opinion on things. Over here I have a KEF LS50 Meta speaker, and underneath it is a TiVo Max. This allows me to play. It actually is a Bluetooth speaker. I don't use it that way, but I do send music to it for its visualizer. That'll dance around pixels. I'll show you that in a second. And then the also works with my clock and some other pixel art. As you can see, I have the Metas up at ear level, and the way I do that is I have something called an Azar display. I don't know if they still sell these. Last time I checked, they did not. But that allows me to continue to use the desk space, but still get this up at a level that I want the speaker at. I don't like speakers on the desk because then they're taking desk space and they're too low. I want to have it near my ears. And so as you move to the right, I have a Samsung 34-inch ultra-wide, a Polk audio speaker, just some sunglasses and that type of thing. These are Persols. I've probably had these for 20 years. I actually have two because I had to buy one, get one free. And both of them are still around. One's in my Jeep and the other one I keep in here in case I want to go outside and have a pair by the pool or out in the backyard. This is just something I've had around forever. It's actually a battery backup, so that comes in handy on occasion. And oh, I forgot over here, I usually keep these nearby. Pair of AirPod Pro 2s, and I'm not going to open them because then I'll open it on my phone. And so I do like these, and I love the transparency mode. I keep it on like a double or a triple charger, and that allows me to charge my phone, watch, and my iPhone. So it kind of gives me a bit of a way to use it in multiple ways. You can see R2-D2 over here. He usually guards the place, and I keep a HomePod Mini back behind there, just for whenever I want to mainly use that for lighting and controlling different things with Siri. Although if my iPad's in here, I use that. And I've started using my Mac Mini more for that, and I'll talk about that in a second. Underneath it, I have a USB hub that's connected to my Mac Mini. It's an M1 Mac Mini. It's mounted under my desk, and I also have a Thunderbolt hub under there. But this allows me to have access to SD card readers, or if I need to plug in like a USB, for some reason. And then down here, this is a Thunderbolt dock. I use this to connect to my monitor because it has a Thunderbolt input, and to a couple hard drives I have connected to the back. You just plug in one cable. So I have a MacBook Pro, an Alienware computer, and a iPad. All of them can just be plugged in this way, and they'll show it up on the screen. It's very convenient. And that way, under here is a Wacom tablet. Have had that for years. I usually keep like a Swiss Army knife or something back behind there. And then this is a loop deck, which you can use it for editing in Lightroom or Photoshop, or for just quick jumping to different websites. Those are some of my favorite websites. I usually keep a lighter down here as well, okay, just in case electricity goes out. I do want to talk about the electricity in a second, but before that, I'm going to pull you in closer, and then we'll take a look at the rest of this side of the setup. So over here, I have an Amazon Show 8, and back behind it is my Wacom pen. Over here, I have a Himalayan salt lamp. That's the device that I use for switching the main display between my work and play computer, and my mouse and keyboard that I have tucked under here. That's Elvis bobblehead and another Kef LS50 Meta. And over here, I have a Blue Yeti mic. I use that for work, for phone calls. And then this one here is kind of, I was using this with a laptop, but now I have it connected to my Mac Mini because there's so many more AI features. Siri is a lot better, and it just makes it more useful. And so I decided to start using this and see how it goes. It's kind of a new revelation. You just hit a button to turn so it doesn't listen. And of course, here's a Magic mouse. This is a Hewlett-Packard mouse, and then let me just see what this brand this is. This is Sermon M75. And so up here, these lights are controlled with hue. So I can say, Siri, change front office to green. And it changed to green. Siri, change front office to white. And you can see I have my desk here. And down here is where I keep my keyboard. And then over here is where I have and I don't know if you can see that. I keep a back scratcher here usually. And then this is just a cabinet for different things. I have a laptop in here, and it stays plugged in, but I don't use it in there because it can get too hot. And above it is my Alienware. I usually have this in the drawer and my work computer out, but just kind of wanted to show you how that works. And the work computer has some codes on it. I'm not sure if you're allowed to see. Down here I have my main keyboard. So as you can see, I'm usually sitting back here and using the display, and have my Apple TV above, which can be controlled with the same mouse and keyboard thanks to universal control. And so during the day I have this that I'm using, and then I'm also using this for the Mac Mini. If we go back down here, I'm going to raise the desk up so we can see underneath it. So over here, You can see my Mac Mini. There's a Thunderbolt hub. A couple hard drives are in this little cubby hole up there. This is just like a little device that holds it like this, and then I put a strap around it to hold it in place. I can reach the power button is right here, so if I need to turn it on and off, I have the ability to do that right there. Down here are my AKG K701s, a pair of Steel Series Elite. I think they're called Siberian Elite. So down here I have a B&W ASW610 subwoofer, a UPS system that I don't really use. It's more being used as like a, I guess a power plug. So I have multiple power plugs in the back of it. The battery is pretty much shot, so anytime electricity goes out, it goes out anyway. Over here I have just a little footrest. I love having my feet up when I'm working. And then down here is a Jackery 2000, and that's mainly for if the electricity goes out, I have that connected to my Orbi modem, and so that way I can still have internet connection even if our electricity is out. So to wrap things up, I wanted to talk about the couple things I may replace down the road, maybe not this year, but in the next couple of years, would be the Samsung Thunderbolt display. I do love it, and it's awesome for work because I can put spreadsheets up that are the full length of the monitor. It gives me a chance to look at all the rows, and plus Final Cut and everything else is great on it. But I would, if they come out with an OLED or OLED display that is a 34-inch ultra wide with Thunderbolt, it's under $1,000. I probably will take that seriously. But it's not a necessity at this point. I'll probably wait until it's a necessity, maybe earlier in 2026. As far as what's going to happen in the rest of the room, like I said, I'm going to show you the rest of the space, but wanted to talk about one thing in particular that I'll mention in the next video is a photo printer. I have a couple printers, and one of them is a photo printer. It's one of the selfie printers, but I would like to have at least a really good photo printer that does at least like a 11.5 by 8. That's where I'm kind of having a hard time deciding whether I want to get a giant one or if I want to have a smaller one that I can just print out and have, or if I want to have something for the long term that can be used for galleries and that kind of thing. The only problem with those are their maintenance is a little higher, and so you have to print out more often, so it could be something I have to wait on to get when I'm getting more serious about it. But so those are the main two things. I'm really happy with the overall setup. The audio setup has really taken an extra leap this year, and I'll get into that in the next video. Hopefully I'll have that available in the next month. If you're interested in it, please subscribe, and we'll get to it as soon as we can. Like I said, it's some of this is just I'm doing it in my spare time. I'm not getting paid, so it's just more of a way for me to document where I'm at in a specific year and then be able to reflect on that. When I started this space, I had a roll top desk, one monitor, I think it was a 19-inch or a 17-inch monitor, and a Dell tower thing that I used for playing games. I think it was Dell XPS. Anyway, so that was kind of where this room came from, and then it's just built up over time as my needs have changed. The desk itself, that being able to raise it up and down, was a huge game changer for me. Highly recommend that to anybody that's in the market, even thinking about it, because it does allow you to put it at the perfect height for when you're sitting, which is, to me, almost as much of a benefit as being able to raise it up and stand. So anyway, I'll see you in the next one, and peace out.